Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. You can see I'm wearing pajamas on my bottom half. I'm not gonna live a lie, this is how I make my YouTube videos. Business up top, party down bottom. Anyway, today's video I'm going to talk to you about the clean cut meals, what I think of them, the pros, the cons, whether they're worth it for you or for me or for any individual. If you're not aware, Clean Cut Meals is a meal prep delivery service here in Ireland. So basically they ship you out your dinner, you fling it into the microwave for a couple of minutes and you eat it. It's an Irish company based in Galway. So just for full transparency, these were gifted to me or sent to me. There is no obligation on me to post anything. They basically told me post if you like it. I initially, when they emailed me and asked if I was interested in receiving the meals, my initial reaction, I'm so surprised they even entertained me. Actually, you know what? I'll read exactly what I replied. Okay, so they reached out to me and said, "Hi Laura, I hope you're well and happy new year. We have been following you for some time because we have been following you for some time now and we are reaching out because we believe we might be a good fit. We are the leading meal prep company in Ireland and we are looking to work with influential people who live a healthy and active lifestyle like yourself." Chuffed with that. "We are trying to deliver a message that promotes healthy lifestyle, not just dieting. We would like to maybe link up with yourself and send you some meals to fuel your training and busy schedule if it's something you might be interested in. It's only in recent months that we've been able to offer our customers vegan meals and we can see the increasing number of people choosing to change their diet. It would be fantastic to show not only our own customers the benefits of a vegan lifestyle, but also to show people who are vegan that there are meal prep options available if they require them." And that was from the owner, whose name is Connor. So I replied, I said, "Afternoon Connor, lovely to meet you. I'm such a geek. Amazing that your company is broadening the meal choices to include vegan options. In fairness, there has been a blatant gap in the market that needed to be filled, so I'm not surprised. Kudos to you. Can you tell me more about the plant-based offerings with regard to pricing, delivery costs, how long the food stays good for, etc. If it suits better, you can email me on blah, blah. Thanks, Laura. Hey Laura, it would probably be easier to email the information. I will get that to you." And I said, "Perfect, thanks so much." Okay. "Hi Laura, I was asked to reach out to you. With our vegan meals, we have a set plan available to customers and a menu builder option also for people who might have dietary restrictions. We have a few dishes available on our vegan plan and it mentions the calories, the protein levels. Customers have the option, blah, blah, blah. We do weekly delivery every Monday and our meals are all prepared fresh, so they will have expiry dates range across the Friday, Saturday and Sunday, so people always have enough meals to make it through the full week. All of our meals can be frozen and stored in a freezer for about a month with no effect on quality. When we send the meals out, the box is packed with an insulating layer and frozen gel packs to keep them cool in the fridge. All our packaging is recyclable as well, with the exception of the thin layer sealing the meals." So I replied, blah, blah, blah. "With regard to what's expected in return, I'd be perfectly happy to try out the meals initially. And of course, I'll share them to my stories upon opening along with a couple of taste tests in the days following. In brackets, I can't guarantee taste tests for all meals, but certainly most. However, I would not be happy sharing a code or pushing purchase until I can verify that I do in fact recommend the service and enjoy the meals. However, if this isn't satisfactory, I'll have to decline your very generous offer. If all goes well and I enjoy the meals and think the pricing is appropriate and fair, this collaboration on a long-term basis could certainly work." So I replied saying, "Opinions from friends and co-workers regarding clean cut meals has been good for the most part. One of the complaints, however, being the pricing. But I mean, you're essentially paying for convenience." So the reply I got was really surprising. "Look, we have very few qualms in accepting we are the most expensive out there, but the quality of our meals compared to our competitors with the ongoing support available to every customer is second to none." So based on that, I said, "Go on, Katie, send me out a few meals and I'll try them." So they sent me out a really generous package with maybe 15 meals. It was really cool. And this is the last one I have left. I've been dying to eat this, but I want to save it so I can show in the video. So they come packaged looking like this, has the sleeve on it with the logo, has vegan written on this one. It tells you what it is here. And you should be able to see there. If you're a calorie counter or a macro counter, it has all the information there. So these style of meals work out at about €8 each. Anyone I've told has been like, ugh. And yes, I get it. I had the same reaction myself. However, you're paying for convenience. You're paying for knowing exactly what's in your product. You're paying for clean meals. I don't particularly like that word, but all the ingredients are completely pronounceable. There's no preservatives. You're supporting a small Irish business. When you factor in all that and the delivery, I mean, it's up to yourself, but it's literally weighing up convenience versus cost, which is more important to you. Yes, you could absolutely set aside 3 or 4 hours on a Sunday evening before the work week and smash out meals similar to this, put them into lunch boxes and put them in the fridge or freezer. However, it just depends. Have you got that time, and is it actually more efficient for you to pay someone else to do it so it's done for you and you have your Sunday evening free to do other things? Completely up to yourself. I'm not here to tell you what you should and shouldn't invest in. When it comes to the meals themselves, Okay, so I've tried them all. This is a duplicate, so I have tried them all. They are not the tastiest meals I've ever had in my entire life, but also they are diet meals, like healthy, gym friendly meals, so they're not going to be like a gourmet restaurant. And I feel like just a sprinkle of salt made all the difference. The Greek style falafel bowl was possibly, I mean, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't my favorite. I gave one to my sister as well and she thought it was okay, but it was definitely a bit dry. So if I was to have that again, I would definitely make like a tahini dressing or something just to drizzle over it to make it a little bit less dry, but it was fine. The lentil chili, fine as well. I would just add a little bit of salt for extra flavoring, maybe a little bit of black pepper and possibly a little bit of avocado as well because yum. The vegetarian meatballs in marinara was my favorite, very delicious. I love pasta. It was a really nice comfort food and I had it on a really shitty cold wintry evening, so it really hit the spot. I really liked that one. That was probably my favorite. The cauliflower and chickpea curry, again, delicious, very hearty, very warming, and I found that to be really filling actually. Chickpea masala, much the same. The only thing is chickpeas make me fart a little bit, but that's not the fault of the prep company, obviously. So yeah, essentially the meals aren't the most delicious meals I've ever had, but I have to say they were so fucking handy. What really made me accept this offer, honestly, usually I would kind of pass on it, was I was about to go into a week where I was doing like a course. I had no meals prepped and it just worked out perfectly time-wise to have these in my fridge that I could grab in the evenings because I was leaving here at like ridiculous o'clock in the morning, studying and doing physical activities all day and then coming home in the evenings with no food. I literally would have just stopped and gotten pizza every single day or convenience food, something to whack in the oven. So having something like this that was nutritionally balanced and ready for me was invaluable, honestly. Would I order these every single week? No, and the reason being, even though the packaging is recyclable, recycling is the last stage. We should really look to reuse as much as we humanly can. So no, I will not be ordering these on a weekly basis. However, I do plan on having a stash of these in my freezer at all times for those times when I'm too busy to cook, or I haven't had time to cook, or I need to grab something for my lunch and work. When I eat out in work, it ends up costing me like 15-16 euro, like twice the price of one of these. So handiness factor, I'm definitely going to reorder, and I'm going to keep a permanent stash in my freezer at all times for if and when I need the convenience. That's not to say you couldn't order these every single week if that's something that aligns with your finances and your situation. I mean, that's perfectly fine. Again, I'm not going to tell you what to do. Honestly, I thought I was going to come on and put these on blast. I thought they were not going to be tasty at all. I thought that I was going to slam them for their price, but honestly, they've surprised me. Hey, I'm here again. It's more casual because I have an update. Trust me, you want to watch on because you're about to see Laura Young, and I hate talking about myself in the third person, but you're gonna see Laura Young taking a big chunk of humble pie. So the last clip that you saw, I edited that video, uploaded it, had it ready to go within a day. I had the thumbnail done. I was so excited to have it up the following Sunday. So do you remember that meal I showed you, the one that I kept to show you what the packaging looks like? I brought it into work with me the next day, flung it into the microwave. I was bloody starving and I was chowing down on it opposite one of my work colleagues, and suddenly I felt a strange texture in my mouth, a familiar yet unfamiliar texture. Spat it out. My work colleague was very impressed to discover a chunk of stringy substance, which all I could see was beef. I'll insert a photo and a video here of what exactly came out of my mouth on the day. So I was naturally very upset. I sat down and I wrote more of an upset email than an angry email to Clean Cut Meals. I expressed how I had just finished filming my review, how I was so happy overall with the service and the products, and I was so disappointed to find this chunk of beef in my meal. They did reply and said, no, that's oat protein, and I sort of pushed back and I said, I'm going to have to get a sample of this alleged oat protein just so I can like put my mind at rest. Now, bearing in mind, I have found meat, chicken, dairy in my meals multiple times since going vegan. I'm no stranger to it. Even my own sister, when I told her, was like, Laura, this shit keeps happening to you. I was like, fucking tell me about it. And I'm going to be straight up, I did not believe Clean Cut Meals when they told me that it was the oat protein. So when I requested a sample, the initial reply was, we're not sure if that would be possible. And I took that straight away as being, these are absolutely after taking me for a ride. They're lying to me. A couple of days later, the marketer for Clean Cut Meals emailed me and said that they were sending me out a sample. So I was like, oh, all right, back in my box. They sent me out a sample, and I'm going to insert a clip here of what the oat protein looks like. I think you'll agree it is very beef-like. It has that stringy, you know, like stewing beef. It has that same texture. It is scarily similar to beef. So, long story short, I'm back in my box, down off my moral high horse, and just in the interest of full disclosure, that is exactly what happened. And now back to the rest of the video. I'm going to reach out to Clean Cut Meals and ask them if they would like to give me a discount code for my followers. If they say yes, I will put it up here on the screen. Feel free to use that for some discount on your meals. And you know what this would be fierce handy for as well? If you were looking to transition to a more plant-based diet, you could definitely seek inspiration for meals from these, because obviously this is a vegan lentil chili, and I just having a look at the ingredients, you could probably make a decent go of recreating it yourself. This meal has 30 grams of protein in it. They're not all high protein meals. I know one of the vegetable curries was like, I think 9 or 11 proteins, so not particularly high, but again, high protein is not a goal for everyone out there. I think that more or less wraps up my thoughts on Clean Cut Meals. I will leave the website linked down below if you'd like further information. You can have a little browse the website and see how it works for yourself, see if it's something that you would like to invest in. But yeah, overall, Clean Cut Meals definitely gets the Laura's Views thumbs up, and as I said, I'm going to have a permanent stash in my freezer for future use. Anyway, that's it. Thanks so much for watching, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye. Mwah.